was scary. That was a deer. Whew. Okay. Well, guys, sorry about that. Just had a deer jump out in front of me. That was interesting. But I want to break this summary down for you guys so you know exactly what we're doing in this video. We're heading down to Southern Vermont. This body of water is really cool because it has a national forest type campground. What that means is it's primitive camping. There's no facilities, there's no power, there's no park rangers, there's no amenities at all. The only amenities is a road in, some campsites that were cut out. I think there's some fire rings and maybe some picnic tables, but that's about it. We're gonna be camping out in the back of the truck. We're gonna be relying on my Watt Cycle batteries in my kayak to charge all my equipment, charge my phones back up, stuff like that. We're gonna be living pretty basic when we get down there. What I like to do when I break down a new body of water is I like to do it zone by zone. So what I've done is I've broken down the lake into multiple zones that I'm going to do as each individual episode. There may be 3, 4, 5, it depends on how quickly I can break down a zone. So initially when I get there, it's gonna be probably 8:30. I'm probably not gonna be able to hit the water till about 9 o'clock. What that means is that I'm gonna have all day to fish, and today is gonna be a big push. Drive down, set up, fish all day, and then sleep in the truck. But we're gonna try to break down at least 2 zones throughout the day and then do the rest tomorrow. One thing that does suck, I just drove out of the rain. So I think I'm just ahead of a storm. The forecast was saying it was supposed to be nice with the potential for a morning thunderstorm. So that could suck a little bit, but I have rain gear. I'm not gonna let the elements stop me. So if we get bad weather, I'm just gonna tough it out and fish anyways. So it's gonna probably get a little bit wet, that's all. But yeah, that's the game plan. We're gonna be camping, fishing, enduring the elements, and just having a good time on this body of water, and hopefully get on a bunch of fish and find a new favorite fishery. Well, hit the water and it immediately started to sprinkle. So threw my rain gear on. Not gonna let that stop me. Like I said in the intro, this isn't gonna prevent me from fishing. It's just gonna create some difficulties because I'm gonna have to stay dry. But we're heading across the body of water right now. We're in what I've designated as zone 1. We're heading over to the opposite shoreline of the ramp. And the reason for that is because the area I'm in right now is 82 feet deep. So we're not talking, slightly deep. We're talking crazy deep. Now we are in front of the dam, so that makes sense. So we're gonna go over to the shoreline and see if it shallows up a little bit. There's a pretty good wood line. So my goal is I'm gonna work my way up this shoreline. There's a bay on the other side. There's a point, and I'm gonna fish across to that point, and then I'm gonna make a decision at that time whether I'm gonna cross the lake and fish my way back, or if I'm just gonna keep going along that shoreline, because it's gonna see how long it takes me to get down there. I have all day, which is a nice luxury about doing a camping trip like this, is I'm not limited to how long I can be here, but there's also supposedly a thunderstorm coming in, so I'm gonna have to be careful, and I wanna stay close to shore just in case I have to jump out. If I see some lightning, I'm gonna jump on shore and just hang out for a little while and see if the storm blows by, because I'm not getting electrocuted. But yeah, we're heading over, we're heading to the first area, so let's see if we can find some fish on this place. smallmouth. Oh yeah. So, first fish of the trip. Fish number 2. That might be a little bit bigger one. Okay. Maybe not. About the same size. Getting bigger, 11 inches. Getting closer, guys. I have a fish on that. Oh shit. Crazy. Jesus, the rock bass are bigger than the smallmouth are. Dude, I love forward-facing sonar. Come here, little guy. Man, there are so many little fish in here. Okay, I didn't get to measure him, but fish number 6, he did hit a crankbait though. So that makes me happy because I really would rather move around and find fish using a moving bait, and he hit it almost immediately on the surface, which also leads me to believe that I might be able to throw a topwater and get some bites as well, because that fish pretty much hit that crankbait as soon as it hit the water. I think they're feeding up, they're looking up towards the surface, and they're trying to hit something that's swimming above them. So I'm gonna probably switch things up in just a minute. I do have a topwater like kicking frog, and that's something I might try. I also have, you know, poppers and spooks. I unfortunately cannot find my plopping bait. I had a whopper plopper. It's somewhere in my kayak. I just don't know where. So I got to find that, because I have a feeling that might work as well. Buzz bait, kind of topwater deal. Because at the very least, it'd be fun to get on a topwater bite. But right now, 6 fish in, so got the numbers. Numbers is accomplished, and I feel like I have a pretty good idea how to catch numbers here. Just need to see if I can figure out how to upsize. And I'm hoping reaction style helps me to upsize, but we'll find out. That was freaking cool. I hope I got that on camera. You slurped that off the top, homie. That was freaking cool, dude. Alright, so I gotta explain that one in case I didn't catch it on the camera, guys. The fish kind of grabbed the bait as it was dropping. I yanked it to get it to see if I could set the hook. He didn't get it. And then he actually ate it off the surface. He actually came up and slurped it like a topwater bait, pulled it back down and got hooked. That was freaking awesome. Well, here's that rainstorm I was talking about. It moved in pretty quick. A few drizzles here, a few drizzles there, but now it's fully here. Kind of explains why those fish were so aggressive, because they are probably feeding up, feeling that pressure change. But we're gonna keep at it. It's not too cold out, so it's kind of nice. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing. It's dropping the temperature a little bit, which I kind of needed because I was getting a little hot anyways. So we're just gonna keep working our way. We're actually in a little bay. I'm gonna stay tight to shore because unfortunately this is supposed to also come with thunder and lightning, and I did hear thunder earlier, so I need to stay close to somewhere where I could jump up on shore and get out of danger if that type of storm comes in. Right now it looks like it's just going to be a heavy rain for a little bit, hopefully blow over and give me a good rest of my day to fish, but I guess we'll find out. For now, got my rain gear, got my spinning rod. We're going to see if we can catch some smallmouth.
storm going to blow over or come in harder? That is the question. I think I am going to cross though. This is bullshit. I do not like it. I'm very wet. Holy fuck. What the fuck? Oh. What the fuck is going on? This ain't good. This ain't good, Bob. This ain't good. Fuck me.
That storm came out of nowhere. It did sprinkle a little bit throughout the day. I had rain gear on, but it was not anywhere near what I ended up being. It turned into the worst storm I've ever been in. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared. I couldn't see further than the end of my kayak. The wind was swirling. It was really crazy. The thunder started, the lightning started, and I pedaled my butt off to shore. And now we're hanging out on the shoreline away from my rods. Nothing like being, out in the middle of a lake with 8-foot fiberglass poles, right? And we're waiting for this storm to pass. Once it does, we're gonna get back on the water. The good news is, it's looking like it's gonna clear off. The storm's heading that way, but we are probably gonna fish that way, back towards the dam, back towards the main access area, mostly because I'm soaking wet, and also because I wanna be safe and not take a chance of that storm circling back around. So for right now, we're gonna hang out on shore. We're gonna eat a snack, chill out, wait for this thing to pass, and then we're gonna get back out there and see if we can catch some more fish.
All right, so executive decision was made. Fought through the weather, fought through the adversity. I'm already wet. It's really not thundering anymore. I haven't heard thunder in quite a while. It has been like on and off, giving me a little bit of rain, but I'm already soaking wet. So who cares, right? Might as well just continue to fish. I'm not gonna go too far from the boat ramp, just in case that thunderstorm circles back around. But we ended up going back around to the ramp on the opposite shoreline that we started, and then we worked our way back across actually, and we're straight across from the boat ramp right now where I started in the first episode of the series, and just kind of throwing a wacky rig at rocks and structure and just seeing if I can get on a few more fish, kind of killing some time. I decided I am gonna stay. I'm gonna end up sleeping here just because I'm already here, and it would just be that much easier to get up early in the morning, come back out here, and really put in a good effort of picking this place apart. So far, the only thing I've really been able to find is small fish. I mean, I've caught probably 10 fish overall between the first and second episode today, but it's just not been anything of quality. It's all little 10 inchers. So we're trying to find, those 15s, and that might be something that we got to go a little bit deeper or find a different pattern. But for right now, we're just going to run out the clock, fish our way out of here, see how many more we can get, and then go set up camp. Tubes work. All right, guys, we are all set up. I'm gonna do this quick because it's raining, but this is the accommodations for the evening. Trailer's all tucked in. Everything's ready to go. As you can tell, we are just out in the woods. This place doesn't have facilities. I mean, it does way down the road about 2 miles, but unfortunately it's loaded with people. There's just too many people here, and honestly, I'm kind of happy about it because I would rather be here than be over there with the whole group of people. I like privacy. So I'm going to show you guys the sleeping situation. This is the back of my truck, obviously. In here we have sleeping bag, pillow, memory foam because I'm a wimp, cooler that's going to have all my drinks and stuff to refill for tomorrow. That little black thing right there, a very important piece of my camping adventure. So again, there's no facilities. I'm in the middle of the woods. So if it's dark and I don't want to have to try to go challenge some bears to take care of things, I'm going to have that little portable toilet in the cap ready to go so I can set that thing up, use it, and not have to worry about braving the elements. As far as the episode 2, I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit uneventful, but I still learned a lot. The fish do seem to like tubes. They like black worms pretty much of every denomination, which is awesome. And they seem to only react to moving baits in deeper portions. So they weren't really super excited. All right, so got inside and got away from them damn bugs. Breaking this place down has been fun. It's a big numbers lake. It's definitely got a lot of small, stunted smallmouth. That's good and bad. For that slot series tournament, I think I'm going to be able to hopefully get on a bunch of fish. Just got to figure out where them 12 inchers are and not the 10 inchers. But that being said, what I figured out so far, wacky rig is king. They love the wacky rig. They did not seem to respond to the Ned rig whatsoever. They did respond to tube. Tube's something I've been playing around with lately. It's not a bait I was usually using, but the deeper fish seem to relate to the tube better, and they would pick it up and smash it, but they were still small, so it didn't really help me much. But it's an alternate bait that I can use in deeper water. As far as moving baits go, I really didn't have much in the way of hits. I had 1 or 2 fish really hit a crankbait solidly. The rest of them, they pretty much were like slashing at it. I don't think they were really actually biting it or trying to eat it. I think they realistically were just like trying to threaten it or bump it and then getting foul hooked. A lot of them had hooks in their bellies and things like that. They really weren't getting it in the mouth. So I don't think they were trying to eat it or kill it. I think they were just trying to bump it to get it out of their face or something. Not really sure. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, this is a little bit different type of content here. We're doing a little bit of camping, hanging out. Gonna make myself a peanut butter jelly sandwich, eat some chips, watch some episode of some show on my phone, probably end up passing out, get up, and do it all again tomorrow. So I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, let's get out there, catch more fish.